In this video, we're going to show you to install the window regulator on your Toyota RAV4 located in the rear door. Now there's three sections we need to remove. First one is this outer trim panel right here. The other one is a little cup inside the door pocket here, and then our window switch panel right here. So let's go ahead and pop this inner piece. I'm going to use a pocket screwdriver, pull the handle out, just get in there and gently pry that out. Set that aside. Now I'm going to use a plastic trim tool here, and you can go either on the inside here or the outside edge. You can go up on the upper edge here, whatever works for you. And it's literally just going to pop off. Pop it off like so, set that aside. This piece here, you're going to pop the front section. It's going to unclip around the perimeter here, and then we're going to pull the back section forward. Use my pocket screwdriver, just get up underneath this lip right here, lift it up gently, pull it forward, up and out, and we're going to go ahead and press in on this little spring tab here and separate the harness from the switch and set that aside. There's 3 Phillips head screws we need to remove inside the door handle piece right here. Then we have 2 here and here. Now this lower screw, you don't have to remove it. You can actually just unscrew it and let it flop out on the inside here. It's actually going to just slide forward and hit the edge right here. It normally just sits in there. Now our door panel itself is held on by a series of plastic trim buttons around the perimeter. We're on the forward corner here. I'm just going to grab it with my fingers and just gently pull out. I'm going to release the plastic push pins all the way around the perimeter. Now with the panel loose, we're going to pull out on the bottom and lift up on the door panel. And then separate it slowly. On the back side of the door handle, we have the white clip here and the green one. We're gently going to grab the green one on the bottom and pull out. And then bring it over and pull the cable out with the ball end. We're going to do the same for the white one. Now you can go ahead and remove that door panel safely and set it aside. On the back section here, we have a wiring harness coming over. We want to disconnect this connector. We're going to simply use our pocket screwdriver, press down on this little tab, and I'm gently going to pull this out. Now if we follow down to the speaker area, we have a connector right here. Push that in, lift up on that connector, and pull that out. Now we have our water shield we need to contend with. This is held on by a adhesive strip all the way around. It is sticky and reusable. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a razor blade. You want to be careful doing this. You don't want to tear the water shield. So we're going to pull down on this here. And what we want to do is we want to cut that adhesive without tearing the water shield. And we have to do this all the way around in order to remove the water shield from the door. It seems to be coming off pretty smooth in certain areas. Any place that it doesn't want to come off, you will have to trim it. And pull your cables through. Go ahead and set that someplace safe. Now in the middle section right here, we have a connector going to the power window motor. I'm going to press up on this little tab here and remove that connector. Now the window regulator itself is right here. This is the arm, and it goes into the base of the glass right here. This goes up and is held in place by these 4 10mm bolts. This one here is a slider, so we're going to loosen this one and then remove the other 3. Work this rubber grommet here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and manipulate this glass and move it so we can get our regulator up and out. Slide this down and out. Push our glass up, we can hold that. Now instead of holding the glass here, we're going to use our glass suction cups here. You can use tape along the top of the door. Now when we removed our original window regulator, we left this one bolt installed so we could slide that up and out. I'm going to go ahead and remove that, and we're going to swap it over to the new one. Now we have our 2 regulators here. This is the way the original one was installed, and the way ours is positioned right now. You can see that the arm is facing up. So what we're going to do is plug in the new component. We're going to power this so that the arm is facing down at probably about 7 o'clock down. So what we're going to do is with the regulator in here, we're going to install the 1 bolt. Feed this up inside. We're going to hang this regulator inside. We're going to pull our connector through. We're going to plug it in. And then we're going to put the key in the on position. And we want to position that arm so it's pretty much pointing down inside this lower pocket. Now as I'm grabbing the arm here, I'm also lining up the bolt holes over here. So they're lining up right there. Now that we have the arm in the general location, we're going to remove our securing cups here from the glass. And we want to slowly lower this down into position and work that guide block into place. There it is right there. Now push this up and line up our regulator bolt holes. I'm going to position this glass all the way up, make sure it's secured, and then I'll come back and tighten everything down. Operate the glass fully up and down. Everything is good, nothing is binding. At this point here, it's safe to go ahead and disconnect our electrical harness here. Now what we're going to do is right here, the factory one had a little rubber grommet that was part of the unit. Just kind of tuck that in a little bit, just inside the hole. Now I'm going to install the water shield. I'm going to start right up at the very top here. I'm going to come across. Now we do have to run cables and everything through. Feed all your cables and electrical connectors through where they need to be. Press the water shield into place, re-secure all of this. We can now install our electrical connectors. Install the green cable on the lower end and lock that in. And then install the white cable end. Now we're going to bring this over. Make sure you can grab the power cord for the power window switch. And we're going to hang the top of our door panel on the door shell itself. So pull out on the bottom of the door panel, press in on the top, and hook that. And you actually feel that pop right into place. Make sure it goes in nice and even all the way across. Now with the door panel properly hung on the top, we just have our plastic push pins around the perimeter. So I'm going to start on the outer edge and just push this in. Just work your way around the perimeter. Feel around the edge of the door panel and the door shell and make sure there's no gap. This will ensure that that door panel is secured all the way around. Let's now install our 3 Phillips head securing screws up in the handle area. Good, snug that down. Get our upper screw in there. Once that bottom's out, just give it a little bit more, and do the same on the bottom. Now that we have all 3 screws secured, let's install our switch panel. Connect the harness. In the back section, we have this little lock tab here that this needs to slide over the back portion of the door panel. So we're going to slide in the back section first, push that in, and simply line it up. Push that down and snap it in. We have our outer trim panel for the handle. Simply line that up. Squeeze that right into place. And then we have our cup here for the inside of the door pull. I'm going to line this up. Apply some gentle pressure inward. Snap it in. At this point here, you're all set.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.